What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Grizz, and we are back. Finally, I know it's a new year. I would 100% plan on making a comeback, and I wanted to apologize to you guys for being so inconsistent here lately. My life has not really been a mess, but it's been super busy, and just trying to make do with what I can. But today we are going to be rebuilding the good old New England Patriots, arguably the worst team. I mean, they are right now the worst team in football. I don't know how I feel about them. They're not bad. They're not good. They're just kind of here. Obviously, they have some talent. Arguably the best. I mean, I really like the way Drake May's playing so far. They definitely need to get an O-line behind him. But aside from that, this team is just not it, man. Need pretty much a complete retool everywhere on the roster. And unfortunately, from my last video that I attempted to do, I realized that they completely screwed up being able to sub people in. So I have to do that all by hand. So now I have to remember who I signed and all that good stuff, which is awesome. Not, but it shouldn't be terrible. But I mean, like, you got people we got people that are hurt that obviously I want to make sure get playing time that are going to be pretty difficult. But I'm going to do that real quick. We're obviously not going to make any trades because obviously I picked up from today's part of the season. But we are going to sim to the end of this season, hit up free agency, and hopefully get this team on the right track. Alright guys, so at the end of season number 1, which I'm not really counting, obviously this is the beginning part, the Patriots ended with a 3-14 record. The Chiefs look like they won the Super Bowl. I could be wrong. Worst offense in the league. Why am I looking at that side? And 23rd defense. Obviously can't really pin this on anything from my adjustments, but Drake May, 2,400 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 12 picks. Not terrible. Rushing wise, Ramondre Stevenson with 876 and 7. Really hoping we can get him to pick up. Receiving wise, Hunter Henry 740, Demario Douglas 635, Hooper 375. Just terrible all across the board. We got to get those numbers up. Defensively, 6 sacks out of Keon White. We'll definitely take that. 5 out of Dietrich Wise. 2.5 out of Fernie Jenkins. We need to beef up our defense terribly. 2 picks for Gonzalez and Jabril Peppers, not Julius Peppers. And then 1 pick aside from a couple other people. I mean, not mad about that. Obviously, really hoping that we can lean on our secondary. In-season rewards are locked. I assume that's because I send the pass to Super Bowl. Yes. Did we get anything? Absolutely not. As the Chiefs won by 1 against the Eagles, completing their 3-peat. Let's head over to the re-sign period. I'm going to see what I can get, and then we'll just pick up free agency and go from there. Alright, so in round 1 of free agency, we went out and picked up Chase Young and Baron Browning. Both guys star ability, both 26 years old. Had to pay Chase Young a little bit. I mean, still kept us cap room over 100 mil. So I'm not mad about that one bit, but we definitely needed to beef up our defense. 2 younger guys to start demonstrating that I know can perform. Very happy with that. Here with our first round pick, we are going to go out and get Ron Northcutt. We picked number 4. We drafted number 4. Ron Northcutt is ranked number 4 in true value. Hidden depth traits, very solid wide receiver. Hopefully he can slide in and be our star wide receiver for the future for Drake May. And I think the rest of the draft, we definitely need to focus on our O-line. So let's see what's available here at center, because that's our... It's kind of hard to pass up, though. But we don't really need a safety. We're kind of set there right here. What's this guy looking like? Will Feeney. Very solid, very solid. But I know it's crazy, but this take it back. We're taking a tight end. And I'm so happy we did. I am so happy we did. Tyler Hamlin, welcome to the team. Yet another great pick. I know it's not what we wanted, but we still need a tight end. We still need to get Drake May some weapons. And now, hopefully, we can go out and get some O-linemen. So let's see what's here. Oh my gosh, there's actually some... This might be a pretty heavy wide receiver class, but I'm not doing it. We 100% need a center. Jordan Wilds actually doesn't look bad. Ooh, we an introduction here. Rank number 53 in true value. Does have hidden dev trait. Very pleased with that one. Very pleased with that. Let's go ahead and pop into the 4th round here. Let's see. I did see our left tackle is pretty weak, but it's pretty much just going to depend on what's here. Like, obviously, we don't need any D linemen. I did sign Chase Young. We have Barmore and some of those guys. Let's see. Anything good here at left tackle? Not really. Joshua Roberts. Terrible. Terrible. Alright. Is there anyone here that's not projected? You're not projected to be a late pick, but you're also not that great. Okay. I mean, I could always draft the center and move him. It could be this guy. It's going to be this guy. Not good. Not good. But honestly, with how bad our O-line is, might be better than what we have. Okay. Let's see what's here in the 5th round. If I don't like what I'm seeing, I will more than likely just let the old CPU continue this draft. This guy was projected very high, and I could see why he has not been drafted. He's terrible. We could use a middle linebacker. Is there anything decent available? Peter Montague for a 5th rounder doesn't look bad. Adrian Jenkins has elite agility. I wonder, is there anyone here that has elite speed? There is. A fullback? Bruh, imagine. Yeah, there's no way I'm taking a full. Ooh. He actually looks really good, but oh, did I lose that? A fullback with elite speed is kind of crazy. What else is this? A right outside linebacker with elite speed. Okay. And I want to look at not jump, speed. I want to look at this guy. Tyreek Redmond. Not great. I'm doing it. I'm taking the fullback. I'm taking the fullback. It was terrible. That trade is crazy. That's crazy. All right. Sending the draft, and hopefully it was a good one. Looking at the draft recap here, and I'm very happy. Ron Northcutt ended up being a 79 overall. Hamlin ended up being a 75. And then Wilds ended up being a 73. So 3 very usable guys. Even this right guard we'll probably use. And the CPU drafted us actually a 67 overall left outside linebacker in the late rounds. It is normal dev trade, so obviously he's not going to be used. But that's still cool. I mean, I'm curious. This guy has hidden dev trade. I wonder... It's just out of pure curiosity. I want to know what his dev trait is. Because obviously we're not using him. Star. Okay. Nothing crazy. Alright. Well, not a bad draft. I think we're going to go ahead and set the lineup. See how I feel. Might make a trade for an O-lineman if it's available. But very happy. Still have $91 million heading into technically our first real season. So let's see what happens. Alright guys, so I really didn't mean to, traded for a superstar free safety from the Texans. He was obviously backing up, I can't think of the free safety right now, but you guys know who it is. So I decided I'd rather keep Jabril Peppers because he obviously is a higher overall than Kyle Duggar. Kyle Duggar is a 29-year-old, 81 overall, very good player, but we need O-line help and we need a good linebacker. So I traded Kyle Duggar and Taki over to the Bucks for Cody Mauch and Sherwood. Now obviously both these guys are going to be instant plugins to our lineup, and I feel like they're going to have a bigger impact on the team than Kyle Duggar. But if I'm wrong, we still have Jabril Peppers and we still have a pretty loaded up linebacker core, so not too worried about it. Alright guys, so here mid-season we are a measly 2-5. Obviously not doing too well, but I mean, we weren't expecting it. The team's not great yet. Marcus Jones, definitely want to re-sign him. Perfect. Let's see, Juwan Bentley, I'm going to wait and see. Same thing with Jonathan Jones. While they are high overalls, they're older. No. And obviously going to accept that option. We probably will end up signing Bentley back, depending on how he performs, but I just don't want to do it right now. And how are we looking statistically? Middle of the pack on offense, not mad at that. And defensively, we are towards the bottom, so not doing great there. Definitely need to put some more work into the defense. But let's go ahead and send them to the playoffs, see if we can have a little bit of a turnaround or at least stay bad so we can have a higher pick. Alright guys, so we end the year with a 6-11 record. Obviously not good, but better than last year, so it is improvement. We finished with the worst offense in the league. And our defense took a step up, so that's good. Drake May, 3,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, so 11 picks. Not bad. Rushing wise, Roger Stevenson, 826 and 6, and May also put up 5 touchdowns on the ground. Might need to look into getting a different running back. Receiving wise, Ron Northcutt, our rookie, had a great year, 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns. Demario Douglas followed him up with 956 and 7. Our rookie tight end Tyler Hamlin had 563 and 3, and then Jalen Polk had 385 and 3. Okay, not bad there. And then defensively, Chase Young with 11.5 sacks. Love to see that. 4.5 out of Keon, 4 out of Barmore. Okay. 2 picks out of Jones and our free safety that we traded for from the Texans, Bullock. Quite a bit of picks. We definitely did our job there. Tackle-wise, Bullock and Browning had great years. Okay. Not mad at that at all. Obviously not going to be up here at all for any of these awards, but Northcutt gets Rookie of the Year, so that's a guaranteed depth trade upgrade. And no one for Defensive Rookie of the Year, but, I mean, we're on the climb. Drake May did come in at number 9 for Quarterback of the Year. Not too mad about that. Obviously, with a 6-11 record, we did not make the playoffs. But let's go ahead and send to the offseason, see what we need to re-sign. It didn't look like Bentley had a great year, but I might re-sign him if he didn't regress too bad. And we'll just take a shot in free agency and maybe look to spend some of the money we have. Well, isn't this amazing to see? So I stepped in here to take a look at how we're looking. Northcutt is up to a superstar X Factor. Obviously, Drake May's still a star. Ramondre Stevenson's still a star. He's actually, with his morale, Gibson's better. And then Hamlin is a superstar. So we definitely need a left tackle on this team and a running back. And I think our offense is set for a little bit. But our O-linemen are pretty young, so I'm not mad about that one bit. And then defensively, Bullock goes up to an X Factor, which is awesome to see. That is the only upgrade that I see. Very surprised Chase Young didn't get a depth trade upgrade because of his season. But not bad at all. I mean, our team's progressed nicely. Now, I think we just need just a couple stars or just some people to step up. So, hopefully we can find those guys. Alright guys, a huge free agency year. First off, we signed Christian Binford. Obviously, corner's not a bad thing. We did re-sign Jonathan Jones, but now we can maybe look to flip him for a pick or something. Because we got Christian Binford on a 6-year deal, 25 years old, 85 overall, star dev trade. We also went out and snagged Odafe Owe to kind of round out our linebacker core. 84 overall, 27 years old, locked him up on a 5-year deal. And also, probably my best signing in my opinion, we went out and snagged JMO. 4-year deal, star dev trade, 25 years old, already an 83 overall. We also tried to snag Dobbs, but he wasn't having it. And now I know I said we need a left tackle. We could go out and try to sign one of these guys in like a longer deal, but I'm not really looking to do that. I don't think next season is going to be our win now year, obviously. So I think we are okay with those signings so far. Let's go ahead and sim to the draft. I'm going to set the lineup because remember, I have to manually freaking do it because Madden can't fix their crap. And see what we need. I know for sure we need a left tackle. Aside from that, might look at a running back if there's a big name one. There. But see what we can do. So we had the 7th overall pick in the draft, and according to this, we reached a little bit, but we 100% needed a left tackle. We all knew what we were targeting first. Took Ramon Drake. He is hidden depth trait. There were some good wide receivers and quarterbacks available, but obviously I held myself back from the skill positions, and I took what we needed. I played the boring routes, and I think the only other thing that we really need to focus on per se is probably a middle linebacker. I don't know. I did see Jabril Peppers is up for a contract extension, but we have that X factor, and then we have Mapu, so we don't really need that. Running back would be an interesting take here. Is there anything good here for running back? Yeah. What about you? No, it'd definitely be that second guy if I was to take a running back. Let's see what's here middle linebacker wise. We have Devin Gray here. Looks pretty solid. And then let's look at defensive tackle. Angelo Goodwin. Looks pretty solid. What about... This is going to be a tough one for sure. I think we go Jamie Vincent. Yeah, we're doing Jamie Vincent. Ranked number 27, hidden dev trade. Okay. I think we might have made the right pick. Alright. Let's go into the 3rd round, hopefully get a middle linebacker. Went out and snagged Mr. Morris Reed here. Hidden dev trade. Very nice stats. Might have gotten our running back for the future. And let's go ahead and hopefully snag ourselves a middle linebacker here to pick. If there's not anyone here that I like, I'll just let the CPU kind of decide. The middle linebacker realistically is all that we need. Let's see. Anyone good? Not really. Decent. Remember when you could hit R2 and actually sim through people? Not really overly impressed by any of these guys. But hopefully some good draft picks here. Let's go and advance to the end of the draft and see how we did. Alright guys, so here at the draft recap, actually pretty solid. Ramon Drake, 72 overall. Jamie Vincent, 75 overall. Slide in as our starting D tackle. And Morris Reed, 75 overall as well. CBU drafted us a 71 overall corner with normal dev trade. Obviously, he's not going to get any time. But I think our next step is to kind of see what we can get for maybe Ramondre Stevenson and Jonathan Jones. If we can't get anything good, might just flip them for some picks and save some cap room. Call me crazy, but Yvonne Pace, what? No, don't tell me the Vikings are in salary cap issues. Come on. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Roger Stevenson for Yvonne Pace Jr. Very pleased with that. So let's get him in the lineup, and I think we're ready to go. All right, guys. Here at mid-season, we are 6-1. Okay. Demario Douglas wants to re-sign. Obviously, we're gonna throw him a pretty friendly offer, and he takes it to be our wide receiver 3. Keon White. I'm gonna wait there because we actually are not starting him. We're putting Barmore in. Minihue. Okay. He doesn't want to come back, but that's all right. Cody Malk. Definitely want to get you. How are you feeling? Perfect. What else we got here? Mapu, not really using him. Cole Strange, we are using him. That's a pretty cheap deal. I'm okay with that. Are we even using you? I don't think we are. Daniel Gibson, no. Boot, no. Jonathan Jett, definitely not. I think we're good. Alright, let's go ahead and sim to the end of the season and hopefully make the playoffs. Alright guys, so we kind of fell off a little bit, but we did end up going 10-7, which was good enough to make the playoffs, which is awesome to see. Finished with one of the worst offenses in the league. And the second best defense. So our offense is definitely doing it. Our defense is definitely doing it. Our offense, not so much. Drake May is not the fault, though. 3,400 yards, 27 touchdowns, 8 picks. Morris Reed with 932 and 4. Okay. Receiving wise, Northcutt with 1 yard away from cracking 1,000 and 10 touchdowns. J-Mo with 833 and 5. Demario Douglas with 644 and 6. And then Tyler Hamlin with 625 and 5. Very pleased with that. And then defensively here, we have Baron Browning with 11.5 sacks, 6 out of Young, 5 out of our rookie Jamie Vincent, 4 out of Barmore, 2 out of Bullock. Wow, our free safety got okay. 5 picks for Christian Benford, 4 out of Gonzalez, 3 out of Jamie and Shear. Oh my gosh, our team just went insane. Yearly awards, obviously no Patriot on the offensive side. Defensive side, Baron Browning comes in number 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year, who is that? Our running back comes in at number 6. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think that's our defensive tackle, comes in at number 4. Okay. Might need to change up the offensive playbook. I'm trying to think. I am running, let's see, let's just kind of look at the stats here. Who finished with one? Obviously, I don't want to use the overpowered stuff. Okay, so the Lions are pretty high up there. Okay. You know what? We're going to try out the Lions playbook. We will go ahead and switch it right here. I know that can obviously have an effect on right now, but it's kind of what I want. Because obviously Tampa's defense is working great for us, so that's not an issue. And we're also going to go to West. We'll go spread. I guess we'll see how that goes. Taking on the Cincinnati Bengals here in the wild card round. They were obviously 11-6. Can we take out Joe Burrow? We do. Wow, we won 37-31, but now we have to take on the Kansas City Chiefs here in the divisional round, and we lose 35-13. We were able to beat the Bengals, who are obviously a pretty big time team. So pretty happy about that. So with positive on the horizon, let's head into the next season. Alright guys, so we did end up losing out on our right tackle. I've already kind of forgot his name. But so I went out and picked up Ryan O'Neal. Same age, not quite as cheap, but a much higher overall. I think the other one was down to a 79. Aside from that, I do need a free safety because old Jabril Peppers is regressing very quickly, a lot quicker than I want. But there's no one here in free agency that I really want, so I'm just gonna have to kind of draft one or trade for one. But aside from that, the team looks very good. We don't really need anybody else. I did throw an offer at Tyreek Hill, Sam Laporta, just to try to spend some money, and obviously he didn't take it. I didn't throw him anything crazy, but he does go to the Titans, which is very weird. We also got George Karlaftis, again, just trying to trade away. Just trying to spend some money. Karlaftis is probably going to slide in at our defensive end, let Barmore move back to defensive tackle because he actually did pretty solid when he was our defensive tackle. But aside from that, let's head to the draft and see if we can draft a safety, maybe a better second middle linebacker to play behind. I forgot who we picked up. Pace. Yeah, so we picked up Pace, and that's really all we need. And we needed a replacement safety, and we got that. Otis Telfer is now on our squad. Strong safety, hidden depth trait, pretty nice stats. Should be able to replace Jabril Peppers pretty well. Called up the Raiders, saw they had an X-Factor middle linebacker backing up Spillane. Offered them our second and third, they accepted it. So 2 huge upgrades to our defense, and I'd say we're ready. So let's get it done. Not the best Jabril Peppers replacements. Otis Telfer, he is a 74 overall though. Not bad. Might let Peppers play 1 more year as an 80 overall and then let Otis pop in. But we'll just kind of see what happens. Alright guys, so a huge down year. I definitely think it was strength of schedule here in our final year, but we did manage to squeak into the playoffs, going 8-9. Unfortunately, we do have to take on the Chiefs here in the wild card. But we finished with a 21st offense, so a little bit of improvement there, not much. And then defensively, we regressed a lot, which is crazy. But Drake May had a good year, 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns to 13 picks. Rushing-wise, Morris Reed with 729 yards, which isn't much, but he did have 13 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Northcutt, nearly 1,400 yards and 12 touchdowns. J-Mo with 1,008. 720 and 7 out of Tyler Hamlin, and then Demario Douglas with 571 and 1. Defensively, we have Chase Young with 11 sacks, 3.5 out of Browning, 3.5 out of Barmore, 3 out of Karlaftis. Very lackluster out of Karlaftis. Don't really like to see that. Bullock with 3 picks, Gonzalez with 3, Jalisi with 2. Oh, that's our middle linebacker. I was like, it's like who? But, like I said, we are taking on the Chiefs. This will probably be our final season, mainly because we're running out of a lot of money. So hopefully we can take out this juggernaut. I'd be very surprised. And, of course, we don't. We lose 35-23. Let me see if I have the money to bring back most of our guys, and we might just run it back. All right, so we were able to run it back for our last season, and we finished with a 9-8 record, taking on the Steelers. I was trying to make this kind of a quick turnaround because I do have some stuff to do. So I did make a couple trades for some good players, trade our first round pick, and obviously all that good jazz. But Drake May with 4,400 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Morris Reed gets over 1,008. Receiving wise, Northcutt just continues to dominate, 1,412. J-Mo right behind with 1,109. And then we got Hamlin with 768 and 7, and then Douglas with 704. Defensively, you're going to see some new names here, I hope. 7.5 sacks out of Karlaftis, 6.5 out of Browning. I did go out and get Jalen Carter. The Eagles let me trade a second and third round pick for him, which I thought was insane, but we picked him up. Chase Young with 4, 3 out of Barmore. We had some, everyone put up some sack numbers. Well, who cares about the kicker? Why did I do that? And then interception-wise, 3 out of Christian Gonzalez, 1 out of Browning, 1 out of Bullock, and 1 out of Marcus Jones. Nothing crazy there. But we are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers here in the wild card round. Can we make it through them? We have the higher overall. Come on. We do. We're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hopefully they're not gunning for revenge. They weren't. They might have been. But now we have to take on... I mean, we had the Chiefs the last 2 years, and now we have to take on the Ravens. Come on. Come on. Take them out. Take them out. Let's go. Please. Wait a second. Oh, we did. We beat them 21-14. A 9-8 record team climbing all the way into the Super Bowl, playing against the Chicago Bears. Now, I'm not going to hop into the game only because, like I said, I'm kind of in a rush here. Not really, but I am. I basically need to get to bed. But can we make it through the Bears to win a Super Bowl in the last year? Can we get Drake May a ring? Come on. Come on. No, we lost 26-11. And as you can see, our salary cap, we are hella in the negative, so there's no way we can run it back. Oh my gosh. Made it all the way there just to lose to Caleb Williams. But last look at the lineup here. Drake May stayed at a star the whole time. That's kind of disappointing. Northcutt goes up to X Factor, obviously. Finishes as technically with Morrell, a 99 overall. Hamlin, our right-hand man, stays as a superstar. J-Mo is a star. And then defensively here, our middle linebacker would have been up to an X Factor. Jalen Carter went up to an X Factor. Christian Gonzalez went up to a superstar. I mean, this team would have been insane. Dang it. Dang it. How do we lose? Darn it, that sucks. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. This is going to be a relatively longer one, as I can see it being about 30 minutes so far. Obviously, I'm going to go through and edit it a little bit where I can. But if you did enjoy the video, like I said, I am back. One of my New Year's resolutions is to grow my channel, so hopefully we can make that happen. But that's not going to happen without the support from you guys. So leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to be releasing some Call of Duty content, obviously just all sorts of stuff. But see you guys later.